Meditation is a way to rest into and reconnect and rediscover, not necessarily in that order, normally rediscover, rest into, anyway, our real self. It's a way to rest into our real self, to rest into our being. And I've said it many times before, but who you really are is peace and is love. The essence of your being is a completely still, pristine, unbounded presence. And some people describe that presence as love. Some people describe it as peace. Some people describe it as stillness, expansive, oneness, or whatever. But the wonderful thing with meditation is the most important thing about it is it's not just about, relaxing a bit or, shutting out the world for a bit. It's really about reconnecting with the permanent aspect of you. And you can discover through meditation that the permanent aspect of you is unconditional, it's beyond opinion, it's beyond judgment, it's beyond separation, and it's ultimately the gateway to oneness with yourself, oneness with your heart's greatest desire, oneness with your heart's highest hope, oneness with all sentient beings, living or dead, oneness with the source of life itself. And many spiritual teachers have said over a very long time that you are love. Love is the essence of your being. And anytime someone is having a problem in relationships, and I know I'm generalizing here, but I've really seen this in my own experience and others. Anytime we're having a problem in relationships, we have disconnected from that inner source of love. We have forgotten that we are one with love, and we are seeking love on the outside. And when we start putting the source of love outside ourselves, it puts a lot of pressure on the external sources of love that we're trying to take love from. A lot of relationships struggle because although it's very romantic and it's all like the Hollywood movies and stuff, if someone makes that other person the source of their love, then that person has to be a certain way, has to be lovable, has to be the idea of loving. And essentially, love without knowing who you really are is bound to have fear involved. Because the minute we put love outside ourselves, it can be taken away. And that is a very scary thing. And for many humans, we when we're born connected to that love, but at some point we start to recognize that we're separate, and that's usually when the ego starts to kick in. Some people call it the terrible twos. It doesn't have to be the terrible twos, but it's when like me and mine and a lot of separation anxiety can kick in. It can happen at any point, but I'm just giving you a general, most common time when that can really kick in. And what's happening is suddenly that little baby that was born connected to oneness, born just hanging out, not thinking yet, not in separation, not identifying in anything that would give it any sense of separation, that child is just resting into the essence of their being. They're feeling what they're feeling, they're doing what they're doing, they're like a sponge able to absorb and learn and all that sort of stuff. But ultimately there's a point when every human, for some reason, every human is an exaggeration. Some are enlightened and never do, but the majority of us tend to put love on the outside at some point. And so to have a form of meditation that helps you to reconnect with that, you have to recognize that love might not feel or end up being like how you might have been conditioned to believe it has. So, or it is, sorry. Is that clear? Did I mess the words up there, or are you clear in what I'm saying? Part of the meditation process is to let go of all our concepts and ideas about what's love, and what's obviously lovable. But ultimately, what is love? We think it's like this feeling that you get when you first meet someone that you fancy and you're falling in love and stuff. But love is eternal. Love is ongoing. Love doesn't come and go. Love is the essence of who you are, which is permanent. And our job through meditation is to cultivate a much more permanent attentiveness to the inner presence that we are. Okay? So why would you want to meditate, and why would you want to keep meditating, and why would you want to meditate every day? Because it's a habit to not be hanging out attentive to the permanent, unchanging aspect of herself. And it's become a habit to identify in the temporary thoughts, voice in your head that sounds like you, temporary transient feelings, whether they're up and down, left or right or whatever. And the meditation helps to stabilize that. So why would you want to continue? What would your own personal goals be? Well, with meditation, I would invite you not to quit until you have an undeniable, ongoing experience of this presence that I talk about. I can only point you towards it, only you can experience it for yourself. And it requires you to let go of trying to figure it out and analyze and think about it and trying to chase a feeling. And it invites you to let go of all of that right now and rest into the presence of the present moment. Okay? The presence of the present moment. Again, I've said it before, you don't meditate just to try and be present. It's about discovering the presence of the present moment, which you can discover is love.